Get ready to rumble, young blood.
The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
Yo, I got next right here.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Well, with the new season underway, we get a look at the new class to enter the league with the rookie race. All these rookies have done a good job adjusting to the NBA as they look to take home the Rookie of the Year honors at the end of the season. Just a fantastic start to the season for him, as he hasn't missed a beat transitioning to the NBA. And guys, he makes it into our top 5.
And he finds himself among the top 5 after what's been a strong start to his NBA career.
got some room to improve, but you can see his confidence growing, and that's big for a rookie. He's playing with no fear.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Terry is out there with ball. Then there's Dosumu. Then it's Robinson. And it's Buzelis in at the fourth. And for Portland, the guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Jabari Walker is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Jay in at the three. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works for the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Dosunmu. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Pass to Buzelis. Launches a three. Jay with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And another three for Portland.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Ball gets to Robinson. Pass the ball. Will it go? And the Bulls with another miss.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Stolen by Terry. 3-on-3. They swipe it. Here's Jay. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Andre Ayton's and so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They are on a phenomenal run right now. 16 consecutive wins.
There are a lot of players who will say they don't take notice of a budding winning streak. But when it's double digits, everyone knows. Winning streaks are a lot harder than people think because every single team wants to be the one to take you down.
Henderson and Simons are their guards. Then there's Ayton. Then there's Jay. And it's Kamare in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? That puts them in the lead. Jay's got 18 points in the game.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Well, Chicago has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Here's Simpson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Hands it from downtown.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
And Portland making a change here. Sharp's checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Phillips has checked in.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Bulls trail by 5. Simpson, the pass to Smith. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. The jump hook. And that one hits back Isaac. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. We got for us, DA.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against Houston lit up the floor. He scored an amazing number of points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. Just a fantastic night for him. The guy he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Here's Simpson. Last game out, he had 14. And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by. Jay misses. Bulls trail by 5. Here's Phillips. Here's Collins. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jay, the pass to Ayton. Here's Jay. It's good from long range. Jay's got it cut. 27 points.
Just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's ready to talk things through with the team. We're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
Wembanyama, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Scoot Henderson. Over to the wing. Now here's Dosunmu. He's covered closely. And the Bulls with another miss.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he would make back. Almost too wide open.
And the basket by Jay.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's Buzelis. 9 points last game. Great look, but off the mark. Here's Jay. That drops. Nice speed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 3 assists tonight. Ball kicks to Terry. Pass to Buzelis. Sharp against Terry to end the run. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Jay. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was on.
Connects again from distance.
And all season long, he's been nothing but money from beyond the arc.
You're right. He's been nothing short of amazing for him as he edges closer to third most three-pointers in a single season. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Right back after this break.
How much importance did you two put on the regular season standings during your playing days?
Man, I took them very seriously, Ernie. I wanted to be on top. Meanwhile...
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Chicago Bulls. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shot within the flow of the offense.
Taking a look at the Bulls. Lonzo Ball out there with Terry. Then it's Buzelis. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Dosunmu in at the three, the small forward. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Now Terry. Robinson a screen on Sharp. Terry finds Robinson. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Five on the clock. Rim-rattling, two-handed jam.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Chicago. 17-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the first of two straight at home.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Jay. Sinks the three-pointer. Jay's got 45 points.
He found his groove right away and hasn't let up. It's not surprising that he's leading the way on offense.
Stay there.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Dosunmu. And the layup. Ball. Dosunmu's got 9 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Trailblazers leading by 16. Jay, and another three for Portland.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Out to the right wing. Back to Ball. Pass to Dosunmu. Buzelis with the ball. Off target with his three.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Dosunmu, shot's good. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see? And again for three.
And his incredible shooting season continued.
Oh, up the history charts he climbs, GA. Now tied for third all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing. Shoots from the high post. Portland grabs the miss.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's...
Connects again from distance.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues, doesn't he, to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for third most threes in a season. Ball kicks to Terry. Back to Ball. Pass to Dosunmu. Feet out and he hits it. Dosunmu's got 8 points in the quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Trailblazers leading by 22. They've got Sharp. Also, Anthony Simons out there. He got it again. Sensational.
He has tied the mark for second most 60-point games in a season.
What a year he's having. Game after game after game, being able to score so effortlessly. Truly remarkable. It's Joe on the wing. Smith, the pass to Joe. Here's Simpson. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Ayton throws it down.
Gotta love the aggressiveness. Ayton is locked in.
The Bulls shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Collins, a screen on Simon. Simpson with the bucket.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Jay, the pass to Sharp. Here's Jay. Good, another from three. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Tipped away. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Once again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Joe. Outside Butler. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pass to Joe. Over Sharp. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Another one goes. Incredible.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Now, here's Butler. He's guarded closely. They need this. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. To the inside. Here's Jay. And the layup's good off the glass. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers?
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Smith, the pass to Simpson. Just 5 on the clock. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Simpson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Portland.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jay.
Steals are almost a forgotten stat. We don't talk about them a ton, but he's been huge in that category.
Good, he hits again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Pass to Joe. Outside Butler. Now here's Simons. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. From outside the arc, connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Here's Simpson. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in
You earned that one.